Welcome to another episode of teeZee Book Reviews, where we deep dive into the stories that capture our hearts and minds. I'm Jessica, and joining me as always is Brian. Today we're exploring Funny Story by Emily Henry, a charming narrative that weaves together themes of love, loss, and self-discovery. Brian, have you ever found happiness in unexpected places, much like Daphne does in this novel?
Absolutely, Jessica. I think we all encounter moments where life throws us a curveball, and Funny Story does a brilliant job of capturing that journey. At its core, this novel is about resilience and embracing the messiness of life. It starts with Daphne, a children's librarian, whose life is upended when her fiancé leaves her for his childhood best friend. That in itself is a surprising twist, don't you think?
It is. You start the book feeling a bit heartbroken for Daphne, but then it takes a turn. The real surprise is how she ends up connecting with Miles, Petra's ex-boyfriend. They're polar opposites thrown together by heartbreak, and their journey from fake dating to potentially something real is both humorous and profound. What I found particularly engaging is how Emily Henry captures the idea that our so-called perfect plans are often just illusions. Life can be unpredictable, yet there's beauty and growth to be found in that.
Absolutely, and I think the setting plays into this theme as well. Waning Bay, Michigan isn't just a backdrop, it's integral to Daphne's transformation. She initially plans to leave after the summer, but finds herself enchanted by the small town charm and quirky characters. It's as though Waning Bay itself becomes a character that helps her grow.
Right? And this transition from wanting to escape to feeling like she belongs is an essential part of the narrative. It speaks volumes about the importance of finding your place and the power of community. The relationship she builds with Ashley, her coworker, and even the townsfolk highlight how essential connections are, especially when healing from heartbreak.
And speaking of connections, the friendship between Daphne and Miles is another unexpected and rewarding element of the story. In a world where adults often find it challenging to form genuine friendships, their bond is refreshing. They've both been hurt, yet they support each other in such an authentic way that it encourages personal growth for both of them.
Exactly, Brian. What's beautiful about their friendship is how it underscores the theme of self-discovery. Through their interactions, Daphne learns to break free from past patterns, while Miles faces his fear of commitment. These are not just romantic developments, but deep, personal changes that resonate on multiple levels.
And let's not forget about the theme of family dynamics. Both Daphne and Miles have complicated family backgrounds which frame their approach to love and relationships. For Daphne, the strained relationship with her father informs much of her struggle for acceptance and belonging. Meanwhile, Miles's past with an emotionally abusive parent adds layers to his character, making his eventual openness with Daphne all the more poignant.
Yes, those are crucial facets of who they are and how they interact. The story skillfully explores the lasting impact of familial relationships. Embracing vulnerability, another cornerstone lesson from the novel, ties back to that. True connection requires us to be open, even when it's uncomfortable.
There's a heartfelt lesson here about embracing imperfections and not settling in relationships. Daphne's journey teaches us about the danger of compromise at the expense of our own needs. Her relationship with Peter ultimately wasn't fulfilling. It's a powerful reminder that we deserve love that fully acknowledges who we are.
And that's something readers can take to heart. The novel challenges us not just to settle for the comfortable, but to prioritize our true desires. Daphne's growth is a testament to the impact of learning to demand fulfillment rather than complacency in our relationships.
I also appreciate how the story emphasizes trusting actions over words. We see this in how Daphne comes to evaluate not just what people say, but what they actually do. The wedding vows revelation from Peter is a great example. It adds complexity, but ultimately reinforces her decision to move forward on her terms.
Exactly. And learning to let go of past hurts is central to this. It's part of finding happiness, as letting go permits new, healthier bonds to form. Daphne and Miles both symbolize this. They create new memories in Waning Bay while processing the past, demonstrating strength in vulnerability.
So true, Jessica. The theme of finding your people and embracing new experiences is prevalent as well. By surrounding themselves with supportive friends like Ashley, Daphne, and Miles, grow into stronger versions of themselves. The small town setting pushes them outside their comfort zones and allows them to see aspects of themselves they hadn't before.
Which leads us to an important lesson in the book. It's okay to seek help and to forgive yourself. Both characters struggle with that unfounded burden of self-blame, but ultimately they learn to ask for and accept support from those who care about them. That's a powerful takeaway about self-compassion.
Definitely. And throughout their journey, the novel teaches us to appreciate the small things in life, to find humor in the unexpected. Emily Henry wittingly wields humor to tackle serious themes with such grace, which lightens heavier moments and inspires readers to see situations from a different perspective.
All of this combined makes Funny Story a rich text that's not just light reading. It's filled with lessons and insights that linger. Emily Henry's storytelling plays with the romance genre, diving into emotional depth while maintaining optimism and warmth. It's a journey of finding happiness, even when, or maybe because, things don't go as planned.
That's beautifully put, Jessica. Whether you're drawn to the romance, the development of character relationships, or the thought-provoking themes, Funny Story offers something genuinely rewarding. For anyone who has been knocked off course and found themselves in unexpected territories, this book is a hopeful reminder that growth and joy are often found there.
Thanks for joining us on this episode of teeZee Book Reviews, everyone. We hope you found our dive into Funny Story insightful. If you've read the book, we'd love to know your thoughts. And if not, we hope we've inspired you to pick it up. Until next time, keep turning those pages.